Hello viewers, you are welcome to my YouTube channel, and if you are new to this YouTube channel, kindly subscribe so that we may move together. Alright, so in this video I'm going to teach you about matrices. Okay, so today this is our new topic, matrices. It is our new topic. Okay, so we are doing matrices today. Remember, exams are approaching. Exams are what? The exams are approaching. So we need to move together. Make sure that you don't miss any video. You don't miss any lesson. Okay? You're not supposed to miss any lesson. So my name is Tutor Patrick Divine. I'm Tutor Patrick Divine. I'm a tutor for those who are doing their grade 12s, 10 and 11. Even for those who are doing natural sciences in their first years. Okay, but this channel is specifically for those who are writing their ECZ exams, for those who are in grade 10 to 12. All right, so today we are actually doing matrices. Okay, so this is our topic, matrices. All right, so you need to know what comes in your mind when you hear about a matrix. What is a matrix? Okay, so what is a matrix? A matrix, like that. What is a matrix? So a matrix is a rectangular arrangement of numbers into rows and columns. It is a rectangular rectangular arrangement. Okay, rectangular arrangement of numbers into rows and columns like that. So a matrix is a rectangular arrangement of numbers into rows and columns like that. As simple as that. Okay, so this definition, don't give you the definition, but you're supposed to know it. It is important. It is a rectangular arrangement of numbers into rows and columns. There can be numbers, there may be letters or any other variables. All right, so you need to know what a matrix is, and this is a simple definition of a matrix. Okay, so matrices, it is a simple topic. You can't fail to solve these questions for as long as you follow me very well. Follow me very well as I am going to teach you these matrices. Okay, so let's see the examples. How are these matrices look like? Examples. Okay, so a matrix. How does a matrix look like? So for example, we have matrix A. So this is in a form, let's say we have A, B, C, D, like that. Okay, D like that. So you need to follow me very well. You need to follow very well. These, they come in paper 1 as well as paper 2, so they don't miss. Every year these questions come. They'll just change the letters, they'll just change the numbers, they'll just change any variable just to confuse you. But these, they come every year. So these are the questions that you are supposed to know, because they come every year and they don't miss. Okay, they don't miss, so you need to know them. Make sure that you understand what I'm going to teach you. All right, so we said that a matrix is a rectangular arrangement of numbers in a row, in rows and columns like that. So you need to know now which ones are rows and which ones are columns. Okay, which ones are rows and which ones are columns. All right, so you need to know that the rows, they are in vertical. Okay, they are in vertical. Vertical, it is going this way. It is going like this. That is what we call vertical. I mean, they are in horizontal, not vertical. I'm sorry. They are in horizontal. These are what we call rows. Okay, These are what we call rows. They are in horizontal. So horizontal is like this, then vertical is like that. So I'm sorry for that. So these are what we call rows. So they are like this. Okay, they are like what? This. All right, so this is row 1. Okay, this is row 1. Then this is what? Row 2. Row 2, like that. So this is row 1, row 2. So you just count 1, 2. So this matrix has 2 rows. All right, it has what? 2 rows. It has 2 rows. It has 2 rows like that. It has 2 rows like that. It has what? 2 rows. How about columns? How many columns does this matrix has? Does this matrix have? So columns, we said that they are vertical. Okay, they are vertical. So these ones are vertical. So the ones that are vertical, 1, 2. So it has what? And 2 columns like that. 2 columns like that. So this, when you're taught to write the order of a matrix, when you are taught to write the order of matrix, okay, so this will come in paper 1. They come in paper 1. So the order of this matrix is what? Is 2 by 2, like that. So we use the multiplication sign to represent the what? By. Okay, this same by, this same by, like that. But we use a multiplication sign to represent this in matrices. Okay, so this is a 2 by 2 matrix. This is what? A 2 by 2 matrix. You should know this. This is actually simple to solve. So let's solve other examples. Suppose we have this question. We have let's say it's matrix B. So matrix B, it has, let's say it has we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, like that. Like that. Okay, like that. This is not 46, but it is 4, then 6, like that. So when you're taught to write the order of the matrix, what is the order of the matrix? It will come as 2 marks in paper 1. You can't afford to lose 2 marks in paper 1. 2 marks is very much important. You don't have to lose 2 marks. So when you're taught to write the order of a matrix, we said that we start with what? The rows. Okay, we start with the rows, and we secondly we do the columns. So it is just a matter of knowing which ones are rows, which ones are columns, like that. So these are what? They are rows. We said that the rows are what? They are horizontal. They are horizontal. Then the columns, they are what? They are vertical. Okay, the columns, they are what? They are vertical. Pay attention to this, please. Don't miss the concept. Don't miss the concept. So you need to know which ones are rows, which ones are columns, which ones are rows, which ones are columns, like that. So let's count. So we have how many rows in here? So we have 1, 2, like that. We have how many? 1, 2, like that. So we have 2 rows, like that. We have 2 rows. Okay, so we have 2 rows. And how many columns do we have? How many columns do we have? So we have how many columns? So the columns are vertical. Count 1, 2, 3. Okay, we count 1, 2, 3. 3 columns. 3 columns, like that. So when you're taught to write this order, you write it. The order of the matrix, it is what? It is a 2 by 3 matrix. It is a 2 by 3 matrix. So this is a 2 by 3 matrix. As simple as that. Just imagine, just counting these rows and columns, you get 2 marks. 2 marks, like that. 2 marks. This is actually 3 marks. These are 3 marks. You just count them. As simple as that. Okay, As simple as that. So let's look another example. Let's look another example so that you understand very well. You understand very well. So let's say we have matrix, let's say matrix C. Okay, matrix C, it's another example of a matrix. So matrix C, we have it like that. Okay, like that. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, like that. You find these matrix. You find this matrix in your exam. They are coming this year. For those that are writing their GCEs, those that are writing their final exams for the first time, these ones, they are coming. So you need to know the concept. So what they do, they'll just change. If the here I've put 4, they'll put 6, they'll put 7 here, they'll put 5, they'll put 2, just to confuse you, or they'll put letters. Okay, they'll put letters like I did in here. So what you need to know is to know how to find the order of matrix of the matrix. So how do you find the order of the matrix? So you are going to do the same as we did. So the order of the matrix, you count the what? The rows. We said that the rows are in horizontal. Then the columns, you count them like that in vertical. So what is the order of this matrix? You can actually pause the video if you want to do it so that you compare with the answer that I'm going to find. So now how do you do that? So here we count 1, 2, 3 like that. 1, 2, 3. So mean that we have 3 rows like that. 3 rows and how many columns? 1, 2. So we have 2 what? 2 columns like that. 2 columns like that. So what is the order of this matrix? So the order of this matrix, it is what? It is 3 by 2 like that. Okay, it is a 3 by 2 matrix like that. So this is what you will be doing in your exams if you want to find the order of a matrix. As simple as that. These are the questions that you cannot afford to fail. You cannot afford to miss the 2 marks, a free 2 marks in your exam. So let's do one more example of the same. Suppose you have let's say you have this is D. Okay, so that is D. So D, the matrix D, we have 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 10, 11, 11, 12. Sometimes you may go as far. You may find you are given those the bigger matrices, with a lot of numbers. So these numbers inside the matrix, they are called entries, or they are called entries. Okay, so these numbers, they are called what? They are called entries or elements. They are called what? Entries or elements. They are called entries or elements. They are called entries or elements. Okay, so you need to know how to find the order of this matrix. So what is the order of this matrix? You can actually pause the video if you want to find the order of the matrix. So you say 1, you count 1, 2, 3. So there are three what? Rows. And how many columns? So we count 1, 2, 3. So there are 3 what? Columns. Okay, there are 3 columns. So the order of the matrix is a 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, a 3 by 3 matrix. That is how you find the order of the matrix. So make sure that you understand. Okay, make sure that you understand this topic very well. It is a very simple topic, and it comes both in paper 1 and in paper 2. So you need to know how to find these questions. You need to know how to find these questions. So under matrices, we also have to know how to find the what? The determinant. Okay. We also know how to find the determinant of a matrix. The determinant of a matrix. So you need to know what a determinant is. So what is the determinant? What is the determinant of a matrix? What is the determinant of the matrix? So the determinant of the matrix is the difference between the major and the minor diagonal of the matrix. It is the difference of the major and the minor. It is the difference between the major and the minor diagonal, okay, of the matrix. So it is the difference like that, difference between, okay, between the major and the minor diagonal, okay, diagonal like that. So the determinant is the difference between the major and the minor diagonal. It is the difference between the major and the minor diagonal. When you talk about the difference, what is the difference? What comes in your mind when you hear something like difference? When you hear the difference, okay? When you hear the difference, they are simply asking you to find, let's say for instance, you have 3 and what? And 2. You have 3 and 2. So when they say the difference, meaning that they're asking you to subtract, okay, to know the remainder of this. So the difference is what? Is 1. So this is the difference between 3 and 2. So the difference between 3 and 2 is what? Is 1. So now they're asking you to find the difference between the major and the minor diagonal. So you need to know what the major diagonal is and what the minor diagonal is. So what is that? How does it look like in a matrix? So in our matrix, we said that this is what? This is A, this is B, this is C, this is what? D, like that. This is D, like that. Okay, so like that. So this is what we actually said. All right, so you need to know now which one is the major diagonal and which one is the minor diagonal. So the major diagonal, it is this part. This is the major diagonal. All right, so this is the major diagonal. Okay, so I'll write it. This is what? The major diagonal. So it is the what? The major diagonal, like that. It is the major diagonal, like that. So this is the major diagonal. So A and D, they are in a major diagonal, like that. Okay, now how about the minor diagonal? So I'm going to use a different pen so that you understand. So the minor diagonal, it is this part, like that. It is what? This part, like that. So this is a blue pen. I'm sure you're able to differentiate. So this one, it is what we call the minor diagonal, like that. So it is the what? The minor diagonal. So now how do you find the difference? So we said that determinant is the difference between the major and the minor. So you start with the major, you subtract the minor from the major, you subtract the what? The minor of the what? You subtract the minor from the major. So you need to know what how to find the what? The determinant. So determinant is denoted by capital D, like that. So determinant, the formula for the determinant is equal to the major diagonal. We said that it is the multiple of the major. So multiple, we multiply A and B. So this is the major, okay? So this is the major. We multiply A times B. So we multiply what? A times what? Times B, like that. Then minus, okay? Minus B times what? Times C. Minus B times what? Times C. Minus C, B times C, like that. So this is the formula for the determinant. This is the formula for the determinant. So you need to know how to find the difference, how to find the determinant. We said it is the difference between the major and the minor diagonal. So this is the major, okay? So this is the major, this is the minor, like that. So this is the major and the minor, like that. So let's do some examples so that we understand very well what we are actually doing. So please pay attention to what I am going to teach you, because you are going to find it in your exam. You're not going to be with me in that exam. I'm not going to solve for you, but I am solving for you this time. So you need to understand. Never miss a video, never miss a lesson. Whenever you've been notified that I've done a lesson, make sure that you go back. So if you want to be notified, make sure that you subscribe to the channel so that you may be notified, okay? So that we may be notified. So let's now do an example. So for example, okay, example questions. Okay, so we have examples, example questions. So we are trying to find what? The determinant of the matrix. We are trying to find the determinant of the matrix. Let's say we have a matrix A is equal to A. This is a matrix. So the matrix we have, let's say we have 10, 6, 4, then let's say we have 5, like that. 5, like that. So when you are asked to find what? Find the determinant of matrix. The determinant of matrix what? Matrix A. Okay, so when you're asked to find the determinant of matrix A, so we say that the determinant is denoted by what? By capital D, or it is represented by what? By capital D. That is what? The determinant. So we say that determinant is equal to, we said that the multiple of this one. So this is the major diagonal, okay? This is the major. We multiply 10 times 5. So we say 10 times 5, like that, minus 4 times 6. Okay, so or 6 times 4. So make sure that you put this bracket so that they don't confuse you. So 6 times what? Times 4, like that. Okay, 6 times 4. So meaning that the determinant will be 5 times 10 times 5, it is what? It is 50. Then this minus 6 times 4. 6 times 4. What is 6 times 4? What is 6 times 4? Okay, so what is 6 times 4? So 6 times 4, it is actually 24. 6 times 4, it is what? 24. Like that. 6 times 4, it is what? 24. So 6. There are how many 6 here? There are 4. So you say plus. So 6 plus 6, that is 12. 6 plus 6, that is 12. Simple mathematics. 2 plus, so you add here. 2 plus 2, that is what? 4. Then 2. So that is what? That is how I got what? That is how I got 24. Simple as that. So Now you need to subtract. Since we are looking for the difference, what is the difference between 50 and 24? So the difference between 50 and 24, so let's say 50, 24, like that. So 0 minus 4, it can't. Then you borrow 1 from what? From 10. Okay, so 10 minus 4, it is actually 6. Then here there is 4. I mean there's 4. 4 times, or 4 minus 2, that is what? 4 minus 2, that is what? That is 2. So mean that the difference is what? Is it 26, like that. So this is the determinant of the matrix A. So this is the determinant of matrix A. So let's do another example so that we understand very well. So another example of this topic. So we have, let's say, matrix B. Okay. So matrix B, like that. So matrix B, like that. So let's say we have 2. Then we have negative 3. Then we have 4. Then we have 7. Okay, we have 7, something like this. Then you're asked to find the determinant. So determinant is equal to the multiple of the major diagonal. So that is 2 multiplied by what? By 7 minus the multiple of this, that is 4 times what? Negative 3. So don't confuse yourself. Make sure that you indicate that it is what? It is negative. This is where people get it wrong. Okay, so determinant is equal to 2 times 7. 2 times 7, it is actually 14, like that. Then you put the minus, then positive 4 multiplied by negative 3. So 4 times 3. So this is positive, this is negative. So you multiply positive times negative, it is what? It is negative. So positive times negative, this 4 as a positive sign, then this as a negative sign. So when you multiply positive times negative, different sign will give you what? Negative. Okay, so make sure that you open the bracket as you are putting the negative. So then 4 times what? Times 3, it is actually 12, like that. As simple as that. Then from here you multiply the signs. Okay, from here you multiply the signs. So that is determinant. So that 14 negative times positive, negative times positive, it is what? It is positive. Same signs will give you a positive, like that. So determinant 14 plus 12. So 14 plus what? Plus 12, like that. So for 4 plus 2, that is what? 6. 2. 1 plus 1, that is what? 2. That is what? 26. So the determinant of this matrix is what? Is 26, like that. The determinant of that matrix is 26. Okay, it is what? It is 26. So now I want us to cover this topic, to finish this topic. Make sure that you understand very well. Understand, because this, it will come in your exam. It will what? It will come in your exam. So I want you to understand. Okay, I want you to understand. Make sure that you get the concept. I'm sure you've gotten the concept. Okay, make sure that you understand so that we move together. Because if you can't understand this, it will be difficult for you to solve other questions. All right, it will be difficult for you to solve other questions. Okay, so we need to know under matrices, there's also what we call the inverse of the matrix. The inverse, okay, the inverse of the matrix, the inverse of the what? The matrix, like that. Okay, so here we are going to look at the inverse of the matrix, the inverse of the matrix. So you need to know how to solve the what? The inverse of the matrix, the inverse of the matrix. So what is the formula when solving the inverse of the matrix? So the formula when solving the inverse of the matrix is A So let's say we have the matrix A. So this is what denotes the inverse. A is like this is a power of negative what? Negative 1. That is what the inverse. So solving the inverse, it is 1 over the determinant. Okay, 1 over the determinant that you are from finding. 1 over the determinant that you are from finding multiplied by the adjacent. Okay, multiplied by the what? The adjacent. So you need to know what is the adjacent. Since we did the what? The determinant. We know how to find the determinant. We know how to find the what? So we need to know what the adjacent is. So how do we find the adjacent? So let's say we have that matrix that we have there. We have matrix B is equal to, there's 2, there's negative 3, there's what? There's 4, there's 7, like that. Okay, there's 7 like that. So you need to know how to find the what? The adjacent. So adjacent of B, the adjacent. So adjacent like this. So adjacent like that. Adjacent of what? Of B. So the adjacent of B is equal to the adjacent of B. So how do we find the adjacent? How do we find the adjacent? Be careful on this one. Okay, so the adjacent, you won't even have to calculate. You're not supposed to have to calculate. So what you do, this the major diagonal, right? The major diagonal, these will swap their sides. These numbers will swap their sides. What do I mean by their sides? The places where they are, they will swap.